So, hi everyone, uh, welcome to Inner Voice. Today we'll continuing from the last uh, video. So, the last time we
Hello everyone,
discussed
so
it
today
till
we'll be
here.
discussing
Mind you that
answering
we are
that in the
keeping the
next
context.
video. But till that, you have to go through this concept, the singularity concept, uh, and removing all the biases, and then we can jump to any possible conclusion. What are the possible solutions and what are the possibilities of the questions which are arising, and where we can head towards, and where does the common sense falls, that what could be the answer of this question. So we'll be answering that in the next video.
So, we left from the divergence from the concept of singularity that, as per a lot of claims regarding the Big Bang, that everything was uh, scattered at a single point, which was a starting point. From there, the blast happened, the Big Bang happened, then everything then started dismantling, which resulted in all these huge scattered universe, galaxies, and Earth, where currently we are. So, from here, we'll be continuing the point. So, my major question to the viewers in this video was that, as per the law of science, not the law of religion, as per the laws of uh, science, we know that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So we already have uh, gone through it. Let me just remind Rock. Law of conservation. I believe everyone would have studied it in 5th grade or 6th grade or their intermediate. But even if one is not into the technical things, let me just reiterate it. The law of conservation as per science. It's late with time, but let me just reiterate it that law of conservation says that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only be transformed. All right. So right, I did ask this question to Brock, that how come the energy and mass came from that, whatever the mass, the energy which was gathered at one point, how did that mass, that energy came into existence, when we are aware that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So current scientific understanding suggests this energy may have arisen from quantum fluctuations or a pre-existing state. All right, but the ultimate why or how remains an open question in cosmology with no definite answer. So science is saying that we don't have the definite answer, that how this, all these mass came into existence, when science clearly says that it cannot be created nor it can be destroyed. So this thing cannot be created. Again, let me reiterate. Science is saying that the huge ball, I'm referring to this thing. So science is saying this huge ball, all right, which exploded the Big Bang. So science is saying that this whole mass, this whole combination of energies uh, cannot be created. All right, if this thing cannot be created, then how it came into existence? That was the question which I left in the last video. Now we'll try to uh, perceive what are the possible options, then try to pick the most uh, sensible and logical possible outcome, or possible the only option which would make sense. So we'll try to ponder on that. So this is, I believe, the options which could be there. The first option is magic. Sorry, some would say that why are you indulging in uh, such kind of thing, magic, or very childish sort of thing. But still we need to put all the things on the table. The first option is magic, that this whole universe, all these galaxies came out of magic. That's one option. That can be true, that can be false. We'll decide after going through all the other options. But that is one option. The second option is that there was an uncaused cause. That uncaused cause was matter. That is the second option. So let me use this diagram. So this was the ball which exploded, the huge ball. All right, and now we are saying that this huge ball cannot be created. So if it cannot be created, then there is an option that it came into existence because of an uncaused cause, which was matter. So this, suppose this was that uncaused cause, we are referring to it as matter. Or let call it so if it was matter, it's bound to occupy space. All right, is bound to occupy space, and if it was an uncaused cause and it is a matter, then there is two more sub options which we have to finalize. Either it was time dependent, or either it was eternal. Either time was running, suddenly this thing appeared, and then it somehow resulted in this huge ball. You can call it, you can say it transformed its energies, or it uh, used other uh, what you can say, energies or variations or something like that. But somehow it just resulted in this huge ball. Took centuries, it took 100 centuries, 200 centuries, and somehow this matter uh, resulted in this huge ball, and then this huge ball exploded, which we call the Big Bang. Then things, universe, galaxies, all these things then scattered, and here we are. Here is planet Earth. Here we are sitting and making this video, and uh, people are watching this video of mine. So that is one option, that it was a matter and it was time dependent. It happened, appearance occurred at a specific time. Time was running initially, and suddenly a particular time this matter appeared. The second option, the second sub option is that it was eternal. The second option is that no, it was not, it didn't came into existence at a particular time, but it existed eternally. Okay, so when it existed, time also started, and then suddenly, after sudden not suddenly, after whatever you can say, after centuries or years or whatever, after a particular period of time, this matter then resulted into a huge ball. And then same things happened which had happened. This was the second sub option. But here again we have a question that if it was matter, now here we have another question that who how it came into existence. So we are aware that uncaused cause, time dependent, eternal, and one more thing is unconscious, which I forgot to mention. So this thing is not intelligent, does not have consciousness. All right, does not have consciousness, it is not intelligent, yet we are assuming that it existed eternally without any external force. It just existed eternally. That's it. We cannot further linger it on. So it's a matter and it existed eternally. Then it resulted in a huge ball. Then that resulted to this whole universe. So that was a second option. Now we have the third and final category, that is the uncaused cause. That is a conscious being. All right. Now we are saying that it is an uncaused cause and it is conscious being and it is time dependent. So that means that it appeared over here, right over here, conscious being. All right, sorry for my spelling, whatever, I'm just writing conscious being. Okay, so now time is running, and then suddenly at a particular time this conscious being came into existence. Then it resulted in this huge ball, and then we ended up with this whole universe. So that is the first option from this third subcategory, that the conscious being was time dependent. The last option is that the conscious being was eternal. Now if we are saying that it is eternal and it is conscious, it is what has resulted into the creation of time, space, then it is mandatory, I believe, that this being is above time and space. because it is intelligent. An intelligent being, before this being there is nothing. Nothing means nothing. And if it is a being and it is conscious and it is intelligent, then this means that it is above time and space, which means that it is not dependent on time, it is not dependent on space, it is above them. So I'll be just picking it up and uh, taking it on the top, just to show you that okay, so even if it was matter, now you'll be saying the question that the matter, the second, this option could also be correct, but that could not be correct, because if it is matter, then we will have a question that how it came into existence. If we'll stuck on this option that okay, it could be matter, but then matter, even this is matter, this huge ball is also, it was also containing matter, so how it came into existence? If we apply that same question to this thing, that question would still be there, and that science would not be in favor of this concept that there was a matter which was eternally there, because the second question would come, if it is matter, who created that matter? Because energy cannot neither be created nor be destroyed. So the only possible outcome which I believe is that there was something which was conscious, which was intelligent, which was above time and space. Because of that being, time got created. Because of that being, space got created. Because of that being, because of that will of that being, the Big Bang process got initiated. Otherwise, there is no other way out. There is no other way out. Because if we pick this thing time dependent, then we would think, the next question would be that who created this time then? If it is was it if we are going with this option, uncaused cause, time dependent, then we'll be questioning who created this time. So, so that will be running into loops. We don't want to run into loops. We want to come to a final conclusion. We want to come to a possible conclusion that what is the reason of this whole universe. As per common sense, as per science, as per logic, this is the only option. There was something which was eternal, and that thing, because of the will of that being, the creation of time was happened, the creation of space happened. That resulted in everything. Let me That resulted in all of this thing, time, space, so yeah. So this was this is one of the most important video I think I would ever make. This concept is the most important concept, uh, which I believe everyone should try to ponder on. I think if this concept gets clear into the minds, then I think finding the truth, that would be much easier. uh, so I'll be ending this video with this quote that just popped up in my mind, that in order to find peace, seek the truth first. Thank you everyone. I guess now we all are on the same page that this is the only option left. that there was uncaused cause, which was conscious, and which wasn't eternal. There is no other way out. There is no other way out. Let me reiterate it if it can be written. There is other option left. So far, as per the so for understanding of the dynamics of this universe, these were the options, and this is the most viable option. This is the most logical option so far. And since centuries and billions of years have been passed, and only these were the possible major chunks of the options. And if so far this is my prediction, I'm not claiming a scientific fact, that even if after so many years only this is the possible logical conclusion which our mind accepts, then I believe for the even for the future, only this would be the option that any human mind would perceive as a logical and as a truthful possible option, which which resulted in all this universe. So thank you very much. uh, till then, wait for my next videos. And now, since we have reached to this conclusion, now we'll be identifying humans. What are there any findings, or are there any documentations which humans have perceived which support this concept? And ultimately will also be including scriptures. All right. So yeah, we'll also would need to go through the scriptures and what religious contexts uh, play any role, or any uh, do have do they have any guidance which syncs with this concept. So yeah, thank you very much.